My name is Phoebe Tsui, and I'll be talking about how movie spoilers affect box office revenue. This presentation is based on JM Webinar's Do Spoilers Really Spoil? Measuring the effect of spoiler reviews on box office revenue. First, I'll start with the importance of reviews. So 1/3 of reviews contain spoilers, and these spoilers can determine whether someone watches a movie or not. So it can either pose as a risk or opportunity. The risk of spoilers is that it may reveal information that shows a potential moviegoer the movie that has content they don't like or find interesting, and people might also think there's no point in watching it if they already know what happens. So if the firm views spoilers as a risk, they can either discourage it or control them. On the other hand, spoilers can reveal important information that might make the moviegoer want to watch the movie. Like if you watch a trailer for the movie and think it's one thing and you're not interested, but spoilers reveal something completely different that you want to watch. Marketers can capitalize on this opportunity and begin to promote these spoilers. To test this connection, presenters from Western University use a type of machine learning called topic modeling, which uncovers a small number of topics used to summarize the movie reviews. They use this to test the connection between 8 weeks of daily box office revenue and over 140,000 movie reviews on IMDb. In their experiment, they used the four topics acting performance, cinematography, relationship, and death. The algorithm associated phrases with one of these topics. So if a review said, the dog died in the end, the algorithm would associate with the category of death. They found that movie spoilers are plot related, like about relationships and death, and acting and cinematography has more to do with the making of the movie itself, not the plot. This is important because it allows us to measure spoiler intensity, which is the degree of information that reduces plot uncertainty. It kind of speaks for itself, but basically, reducing plot uncertainty means you're more certain of the plot, which means you know what happens in the movie. However, there are varying degrees. They measure the intensity of spoilers based on how many words there are on the topic. So, a review with 55 words under the topic of relationships has more spoiler intensity than a review under the same topic with like 29 words. So, the more words under the same topic, the more intense the spoiler is. Do spoilers help sales? So, after conducting their experiment and their data, they found that 1% of spoiler intensity leads to a $624 increase in box office revenue. So, the average daily box office revenue is 1.04 million. And then, after doing the calculations, they found that 25% spoiler intensity leads to 2% increase in daily box office revenue. So, they found that spoilers actually do help sales. An example of this is 50 Shades of Grey versus 50 Shades Darker. So the sequel to 50 Shades of Grey was 50 Shades Darker, and the second movie had less spoiler intensity and also had less box office revenue, which shows that these two are related. Spoilers can encourage others to watch a more small and experimental movie too. So, like I said, uncertainty reduction, which means that the more spoilers you have, the more certain of that you are more certain of what happens in the plot of the movie. So on the left is the movie Tenet with the big budget and some big names like Christopher Nolan and Robert Pattinson. On the right is a small budget indie feature, so people might be more wary of watching it because there's nothing to vouch for, like any big names or a big budget. Although they have the same level of spoiler intensity, Primer, the movie on the right, has a greater daily box office revenue because the effect of spoilers work more in favor of small movies because it reduces the uncertainty that the movie will be bad. The main takeaway from this analysis is that movie spoilers can increase sales. Some other takeaways are spoilers are more important for movies with less advertising than they are with movies with greater advertising, like we saw on the last slide with Tenet and Primer. Spoilers are also more important right after release periods because uncertainty is higher than later periods. Knowing this, movie studios should monitor spoilers and their intensity to forecast box office revenue. They should also use online platforms to increase accessibility spoilers like IMDb. However, if some people don't want to see spoilers and just want reviews on like the acting and cinematography, IMDb requires spoiler warnings on reviews, and if it doesn't include a warning, the comment will be deleted. Overall, movie spoilers have shown to increase box office revenue, and it's up to the studio if they think their film would benefit from promoting spoilers or not.